from MS School, your math teacher. In previous video, you had learned about the chapter 1, which is of building with bricks. And today, your second chapter is long and short. In previous grade, you had learned about the measurement units, which are of length, capacity and weight. Okay, length we are measuring for distance, weight we are measuring for mass, and capacity we are measuring of volume of liquid. And here we are talking about length. What do you mean by long and short? These two terms are of distance. Suppose I am drawing here two lines, line 1 and line 2. Now you can observe here, line 1 is short and line 2 is long. So we can say that line 1 is shorter than this line 2. Or else we can say that line 2 is longer than this line 1. On the basis of this term, long and short, you can measure your hands. Suppose your hand you can measure with your mother. Your hand is shorter than your mother's hand. Suppose you are measuring your hand like this way, then you can observe that your hand is shorter than your mother's hand. So these shapes of geometry which I have drawn on the board, A, B, C, D. Now you can observe here which is the shortest and which is the longest. Now from the observation we can say that which is shortest, that means A is shortest, which is longest. This last D shape is longest. That means here we are doing comparison. From this all shape A is shortest and shape D is longest. Now on the basis of this term long and short, we are doing one exercise. And in this we are using alphabets. Now you can see I have drawn this alphabet for this term long and short. Now we can observe here which two dots are nearest to each other. Which two dots are nearest to each other. That means इसमें से कौन से दो डॉट्स वो एक दूसरे के पास है. तो डॉट्स A and B, you can observe here dots A and B are nearest to each other. Dot A and B are nearest to each other. Number 2. Which two dots are farthest from each other? That means कौन से दो dots एक दूसरे के बहुत दूर है. So you can observe in this diagram dot I and dot E are farthest from each other. That means dot I and dot E वो एक दूसरे से दूर है. Answer is dot I and E एक दूसरे से दूर है. This answer we had given approximately. But how can we measure these dots, this distance perfectly? Which equipments we can use to measure this distance? So we can measure this distance by using ruler scale. Already you all aware about the scale, right? Suppose distance A and B. So I can use scale to measure this distance. Suppose I am drawing here one line. Now to measure this line I am using my hand span. Suppose this is one span, this is two span, this is three span, and also we can use cubit. This is called 1 cubit. Now from here this is called second cubit, and cubit is an ancient unit of measurement, but these units are of approximately. For standard unit, for standard measurement, we can use scale, our ruler scale. Already you all are aware about the scale, but I am drawing here rough diagram of scale. In scale, you can see one side centimeter is given and the other side you can see inches is given. Now I have drawn here rough diagram of scale. In scale you can observe first we are starting from the 0, and in between that small 4 line you can see here that each line of point 1, that means इन दोनों के बीच का डिस्टेंस है वो 0.1 है. तो स्केल का मेजरमेंट क्या होता है? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. ये मेजरमेंट कितने का होता है? 0.5. आफ्टर दैट 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and after that 1. That means continuing this 1, 2 like this way. That means 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter. इसका मतलब है 1 मीटर में कितने सेंटीमीटर्स होते हैं? 100 सेंटीमीटर. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट किलोमीटर. 1000 मीटर is equals to 1 kilometer. Now kilometer we are using for long distance. 1000 meter is equals to 1 kilometer. That means 1 kilometer में कितने meters होते हैं? 1000 meter. Now why we are using kilometer? किलोमीटर वी आर यूजिंग फॉर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस. सपोज हमें एक सिटी से दूसरी सिटी में जाना है, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे जाना है, विच आर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस, तो हम क्या यूज करेंगे? किलोमीटर. लेट्स डू एन एक्टिविटी. फर्स्ट इज लेंथ ऑफ पेन. सेकेंड इज योर height. Third is length of a garden. Fourth is length of a 500 rupee note. Fifth and last one is length of a bicycle. Now, on the basis of the standard unit, we are measuring this different length. First is length of pen. पेन छोटी होती है, तो पेन की लेंथ हम किस में मेजर करते हैं? सेंटीमीटर में. सेकेंड वन इज योर हाइट. मतलब हमारी हाइट हम किस में मेजर करते हैं? इन सेंटीमीटर ऑल्सो एंड इन मीटर ऑल्सो. थर्ड वन इज लेंथ ऑफ ए गार्डन. गार्डन बड़ा होता है, तो गार्डन की लेंथ हम मीटर में मेजर करते हैं. फोर्थ वन लेंथ ऑफ ए 500 रुपी नोट. 500 रुपी नोट छोटी होती है, तो हम वो सेंटीमीटर में मेजर करते हैं. लेंथ ऑफ ए बाइसिकल. बाइसिकल की लेंथ हम मीटर और सेंटीमीटर में मेजर करते हैं. नंबर 6 डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम अहमदाबाद टू जयपुर. दैट मीन्स एक सिटी से दूसरे सिटी का डिस्टेंस हमें मेजर करना है, तो हम किलोमीटर में मेजर करेंगे. because this is of long distance. I hope you all are understood whatever I taught you today in this chapter. Refer this video. Regarding this video, I will send to you PDF through our WhatsApp group. Thank you. Have a nice day.